In the world of football, every generation produces one name that feels destined for greatness, and in Brazil, that name is Endrick Felipe Moreira de Sousa. Born on July 21, 2006, in Taguatinga, near Brasília, Endrick's story is a blend of raw talent, family struggle, relentless ambition, and a meteoric rise that took him from the dusty pitches of Brazil to the legendary Santiago Bernabéu. From a young age, Endrick's world revolved around a single dream: to make football his escape from hardship. His father, Douglas de Sousa, once a semi-professional player, was forced to take small football jobs far from home to support the family. There were days when the family could barely afford basic needs, yet even then, Endrick's passion for football burned brighter than anything else. His father began filming his son's early goals and uploading them to YouTube, hoping, somehow, someone would notice this gifted child. And someone did. At just 4 years old, Endrick was already dribbling past kids twice his age in the streets. He grew up idolizing Cristiano Ronaldo, studying his moves and mimicking his celebrations. His father often told him, "Work like Cristiano, dream like Pelé." It became his mantra, and the foundation of his unstoppable work ethic. In 2016, the young prodigy's life changed when he joined Palmeiras Youth Academy. What followed was a youth career that felt almost fictional. In just a few years, Endrick scored an incredible 165 goals in 169 games for Palmeiras youth sides. His name spread across Brazil's football academies like wildfire. Coaches described him as fearless, mature beyond his age, and devastating in front of goal. But it was in 2022 that the world truly took notice. At the Copa São Paulo de Futebol Júnior, Brazil's most prestigious youth tournament, Endrick exploded onto the national stage. He scored 8 goals in 7 matches and was named player of the tournament. Every major European club took note: Real Madrid, Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea, all wanted the boy wonder from Palmeiras. Later that same year, at only 16 years old, Endrick made his professional debut for Palmeiras in a 4-0 win over Coritiba. Just a few weeks later, he scored twice against Atlético Paranaense, becoming the second youngest goalscorer in Brazilian league history. The Brazilian media went wild. "A new Pelé?" they asked. The comparison was premature, but the excitement was real. As 2023 unfolded, Endrick continued to silence doubters. He became a key figure in Palmeiras' attack, helping them secure another Campeonato Brasileiro Serie A title, scoring crucial goals in the final stretch of the season. His consistency as a 17-year-old made headlines not just in Brazil, but across Europe. That same year, the whispers turned to confirmation: Real Madrid had done it again. Just like they discovered Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo before him, they secured Endrick's signature. In December 2022, Real Madrid officially announced an agreement with Palmeiras. Endrick would join Los Blancos in July 2024, when he turned 18. The reported transfer fee, over €35 million, potentially rising to €60 million, made him one of the most expensive teenagers in football history. In July 2024, the dream finally came true. Endrick stepped onto the hallowed turf of the Santiago Bernabéu, wearing the famous white jersey of Real Madrid. For the boy who used to watch Cristiano Ronaldo highlights on a borrowed phone, it was surreal. During his presentation, he said emotionally, "Since I was a child, I dreamed of this club. Now I'm here. It's a dream come true." Barely a month later, on August 25, 2024, he made his La Liga debut against Real Valladolid. Coming off the bench, he scored in the 86th minute, instantly becoming the youngest foreigner ever to score for Real Madrid in La Liga. The Bernabéu erupted. Fans could sense it: this wasn't just another youngster. This was the future. Soon after, he also debuted in the UEFA Champions League, becoming one of the youngest scorers in the tournament's history. His composure, confidence, and finishing ability reminded Madrid fans of their greatest legends. Analysts noted his intelligent positioning, quick acceleration, and ruthless mentality. He wasn't just playing, he was studying, adapting, and evolving, fast. But before Madrid, before Europe, there was Brazil, and Endrick's love for his country's yellow shirt began early. In 2022, he represented Brazil at the U17 Montaigu tournament in France, scoring 5 goals in 4 matches and leading Brazil to victory. He was named best player of the tournament. 2 years later, he got his first call-up to the senior national team. On November 16, 2023, at only 17, Endrick made his senior debut for Brazil against Colombia, the 4th youngest debutant in the nation's history. Then came a magical night, March 23, 2024, Wembley Stadium, England vs Brazil. The match was tight, the crowd roaring, and then, in the 80th minute, Endrick tapped in the winner. At just 17, he became the youngest player ever to score at Wembley. He followed that up days later with another goal against Spain, silencing any doubts about whether he could perform on the big stage. Though Brazil's Copa America 2024 campaign ended in disappointment, with Endrick struggling to find form, his potential remained undeniable. Legends like Ronaldo Nazario and Neymar publicly praised his maturity and hunger. On the pitch, Endrick is a compact powerhouse, standing around 1.73 meters, built with explosive acceleration, quick feet, and a deadly left foot. He thrives in tight spaces, presses defenders relentlessly, and shoots with the confidence of a veteran. Coaches describe him as a mix between Romario's instinct and Cristiano Ronaldo's mentality. His versatility allows him to play as a striker, second forward, or winger, always looking to attack space and disrupt defensive lines. But like any young player, he faces challenges. In some matches, he struggles against physically stronger defenders. At times, he's been criticized for trying too hard to impress. During Copa America, his performances were questioned, too quiet, too cautious. But at just 18, the learning curve is expected. What stands out most is his response. Endrick never complains. Instead, he studies every mistake, watches footage, and works harder the next day. Off the pitch, Endrick's maturity surprises everyone. Managed by Rock Nation Sports, he's already building a brand that stretches beyond football. He has endorsement deals with Red Bull, Disney, New Balance, and Panini. In 2024, he became a Red Bull global ambassador, joining the ranks of elite athletes like Neymar and Verstappen. His father, who once worked as a cleaner for Palmeiras to make ends meet, now travels with him, a reminder of how far the family has come. In his personal life, Endrick is dating Gabrielle Miranda, and the couple has made headlines for their disciplined relationship contract, an agreement focused on respect, communication, and shared values. Friends describe him as humble, polite, and deeply family-oriented. Despite the fame, he still calls his childhood friends back home and visits his old neighborhood when he can. By 2025, Endrick's list of honors was already impressive. With Palmeiras, he won 2 Brazilian league titles, Supercopa do Brasil, and Campeonato Paulista, alongside individual awards like Best Newcomer, Player of the Year in state competitions, and the Samba Gold U20 Player of the Year. At Real Madrid, he's already added trophies like the UEFA Super Cup and Club World Cup to his resume, all before turning 19. He's also broken numerous records: youngest Real Madrid scorer in La Liga, youngest Brazilian to score at Wembley, youngest starter for Real Madrid in the Champions League, and among the youngest to score in Brazil's top flight. Yet, with all the accolades, he remains grounded. In interviews, he often says, "I haven't achieved anything yet. I'm still learning." That humility, rare for players surrounded by early fame, could be his greatest asset. Critics point out the enormous expectations on his shoulders. The Brazilian media can be brutal, one quiet game, and headlines shout, "flop." But Endrick's resilience is unshakable. He knows the comparisons to Pelé, Ronaldo, and Neymar are inevitable, but his goal isn't to become the next anyone, it's to become the first Endrick. As for the future, the possibilities are endless. Real Madrid sees him as a long-term successor to their attacking line, possibly forming a new golden trio with Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo. The Brazilian national team sees him as a generational bridge, the next talisman who could lead Brazil back to World Cup glory. And beyond football, brands and fans see him as a symbol of hope, proof that even from the toughest beginnings, greatness can rise. Endrick's story is still being written, but one thing is certain, he's not just another young talent, he's the embodiment of Brazil's eternal love affair with football, joy, struggle, passion, and belief. From the favelas to the Bernabéu, from heartbreak to history, his journey is a reminder that dreams do come true, if you dare to chase them with everything you have. So as we watch this young man grow, score, stumble, and rise again, we're witnessing the making of a legend. Endrick isn't just Brazil's future, he's football's next great story. Thank you for watching this full biography of Endrick. If you enjoyed this deep look into his life and career, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment below. Will Endrick become Brazil's next superstar? Or perhaps even a future Ballon d'Or winner? Let's discuss it in the comments, and stay tuned for more stories of football's brightest stars.